So the Bitcoin halving is a repercussion of this design decision that was made in the original Bitcoin protocol. They wanted to make sure that people continue to be rewarded as the blockchain runs for a long time, but they also wanted to make sure that the people who got in first had a larger reward so that it would incentivize them to get in earlier and maintain the network. So for the first 4 years of its existence, Bitcoin, for every new block that was created, produced 50 new Bitcoins. And then there was a halving event where after that time, for the next 4 years, every block that's created only produced 25 new Bitcoins. And after that, there was another halving event where every block only produced 12.5 Bitcoins. So now we're coming up to the next halving event in which each new block will produce only 6.25 Bitcoins. So this halving is very significant because it means that the amount of money that a miner takes for creating a block successfully is about to fall in half. The amount of resources it takes to create the block does not fall in half, at least automatically. Maybe the competition becomes less because fewer people want to fight to create the block, but the number of new coins itself that are created is going to go down. So it's going to reward somebody with less money to find a Bitcoin block. ZooBC limits the number of tokens that are produced in a similar way to Bitcoin, in the sense that we have kind of a curve and the number of coins that will ever exist approaches a number. We're still picking the exact number, but we think somewhere around 33 million coins is the number of ZooBC coins that are ever going to exist. And ZooBC makes sure that we never exactly get to this number, but we only slowly approach it over time with a very gentle curve, so that we still reward the people who get in earlier more, but we don't reward, we never run out of coins. So ideally, as the coin becomes more valuable over time, people will still have enough money to run the nodes on the network from the block rewards. We picked a little bit different function from Bitcoin as well. Most block halving style algorithms are a logarithmic curve, whereas we wanted to pick something a little bit more gentle. It turns out if you take the logarithmic curve and smooth it out, then it creates like 90% of the tokens in the first year, and there's only 10% after that, which is we felt like was too steep. We want to reward people at the beginning more, but not that much more. So we looked around and we picked a different function that you can read about in our white paper that's still going to make sure people at the beginning get more, but it doesn't really disproportionately reward them that much. There's going to be a little bit more gentle increase to the rate at which the coins are produced. So the ZooBC mechanism for distributing coins based on the proof of participation algorithm is quite different in at least two respects. One is that the people who create the blocks for the network are not in competition with each other for how much processing power they can bring to bear. So everybody who's accepted by the network as a block creator is going to share all of the new coins that get created more or less equally. The second major difference is that we've picked a smooth curve to change how many coins are produced over time. So in ZooBC's reward distribution mechanism, there's not going to be any explicit halving. There's never going to be one block where the rewards were 50 and now they're 25. It's just going to smoothly, slowly reduce the number of coins over time so that there's no specific event that everybody can rally around. We think this is a way that's going to make it a little bit more stable and not create jolts in the price over time.